Something. Recording's in progress. Yeah. Hello, everybody. How are you? Oops. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay. All righty. Hello there. It's a Monday. This is a very casual show we do. We don't want to have any phony backgrounds in back of us, and we don't. We This is our. It's just a simple show with wonderful, simple people talking about simple stuff. Okay, and I don't mean that in any derogatory way. And they're not simple like, Anyway, hello. How are you? Let's bring everybody in. They all look legitimate to me. Okay. Um, Um, Ms. Witt is not going to be here today because she's got to go to some kind of poetry seminar or something. I don't know. It's not. But anyway, hello everybody. How are you? I hope more people join us. So here comes Paul Levin. Okay, let's Levin, excuse me. Let me bring her in. Where's Marjorie? Oh, Marjorie. Are you there, Marjorie? Where is she? I guess we were expecting a Costco delivery. Isn't that folksy? So that's why, but she's probably out doing and she'll be back and we'll see her in a while. How you all doing?
Good.
All right.
Yeah.
You, Charlene, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Yeah. Was I sick last week when we did this show? No, I got
No.
sick on the day afterwards. And it was again, it was my what do you call it? That thing. I keep forgetting that
Herpes?
UTI, urinary tract infection, came back. So I had to take another bunch of the what do you call it? The antibiotics, and I'm kind of on the mend now. But who knows if it'll come back again? It could have something to do with my leukemia. That a slow um, what do you call it? A slow ability to fight off infection, to have high blood cells, white blood cells, something. I don't know. Forget it. Don't expect me to talk today. I can't remember anything. So hello to, hey, Edward Berger.
That's right.
That's right. That's Edward Berger. Let me put on the earphones, otherwise I'm not going to be able to hear people. How you doing, Edward?
Good, good, good.
Now, what? It is until December the show's on in the
Yeah,
front.
most of them, one is going to play the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and
Uh-huh.
it's December 9th, 10th, and 11th, and 29th, 30th, and 31.
Boy, you were in there for a lot of shows, weren't you?
That's right.
How many shows? He goes to The Price is Right. Okay.
I, I think we should show him stuff and see how much it's
Well,
worth.
let's face
Well,
it.
How much for unicorn meat?
Unicorn,
$2.99.
unicorn.
where on earth did you get that?
$5.
It's delicious. You've never had unicorn meat? See, here's the head,
Uh-huh.
the leg,
Wow.
body.
Yeah. Yeah.
How much? How much is it, Ed?
I'll say $5.
It's priceless.
All right.
Priceless.
Okay. Okay, it's priceless. Anyway, Edward,
It's
Edward, it's interesting that we don't think of Edward as a guy who is full of excitement.
That's right.
Yes, he is.
That does exciting things, and yet every year he goes out to The Price is Right and sits in that audience, and you really hope they'll call you, don't you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do every year when you go there, they say, "Oh, hi, Edward, glad to have you
But
back."
now these new people are getting to know me.
Yeah. So maybe they'll say, "Hey, why don't we put Edward on?" Because they should put you up there with that voice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know.
How do they choose the person?
You get a 10-second interview.
And then they just
Yeah.
it's not a random draw.
No, it's not random. No.
No.
No, and then they pick who they feel would be the best.
Right.
You know, the
They
people.
want somebody entertaining on TV.
Well, you gotta
Right.
pretend like you jump up and down a lot. You know, you get overexcited by anything. Oh, really? A box of Tums? Oh, you know. So you have to be. That's the clue. You know.
That's right.
That's right. No, that's what you got to do. You just got to,
All
show
right.
because they're looking for people who are going to jump all over the place and
Yeah, I know.
make assholes out of themselves.
Mm.
You know, but who knows? You could go on there and win a lot of money.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Are you good at when you play the game at home? And I'm sure you do, right?
Right.
Do you watch it every day?
Oh, every day, yeah.
Yeah, I try to watch it every day, but Marjorie won't let me.
Alex, we have 5 televisions in this place. Give me that.
Which television set would you rather watch than any other in the
I'll take the
entire
bedroom.
apartment? The bedroom. You know
And you
which one I would choose? The bedroom.
Uh,
Well, there's other rooms.
Use the one in the bathroom.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the kitchen has one. Let's see. We have one in the kitchen. We have one in the living room. We have one in the dining room.
Which we never use.
Then
I was
there's
just gonna
one-
say, you ever use
There's one in the bedroom. There's one in the guest room, so that's 5. And yeah, this one in here that makes 6. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're a real American.
I don't feel so bad with my 3 TVs now.
You feel bad? You have 3 TVs?
I have 3 TVs, yes.
Here's what we are about TVs. We watch shows where they're like saying, they're showing a house, showing a house somebody has and what they've done with the house, like grand design. And when they show it and they go into the bedroom and there's no TV set, we think they're assholes. You know,
it?
it happens all the time. Right, Marjorie? We always say,
I guess so.
do you have a TV set in there? You know, we were looking
My
at,
biggest TV's in the bedroom.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of
So
course.
is ours.
Best, biggest
Right in the
TV
house
should
now.
be in your bedroom. Now, let me ask, any of you have a Dyson stick?
Nope. They're no
Because
good.
we have a cleaning woman and she's really nice. And I watched her the other day. We have a Dyson vacuum cleaner and it's heavy. She's lugging it around. And this stick is a stick with all the stuff that would be in the vacuum cleaner on the stick with the same suction, everything. And it collects all the dust in this little thing that you empty out. And it is so much lighter that I'm thinking about getting it for her. So we have it here.
We have the shark one.
You have the shark one? How's that?
Yeah. My wife likes it.
I have a Roomba.
You have,
I like that.
We have an aardvark too. He likes to suck up.
I'll tell you the problem with we do. I'd put a Roomba in here, only then a cleaning woman wouldn't have anything to do. But they kind of stop if you get at a lift in the door or whatever. They will stop, and so all it'd be cleaning would be the living room or whatever room I put it in, because to get to other rooms is going to be impossible.
Yeah.
You know.
You just have to be careful that you don't see it and trip over it
Yeah, and you can't
and end up on your butt.
Yeah.
you can't leave your front door open because it'll just
It'll go out the door.
it'll leave. It'll go away. You know. Do you like Roomba?
Yeah, I love it. I never have to vacuum. I mean, unless I really want to move everything around and the furniture and all that. But otherwise, it vacuums for me 3 times a week. Just go.
Yeah.
It just, you set it and it just goes and all over and then it comes back
No,
when
it's a
it's
great,
done.
it's a robot cleaning thing, you know. But I can't, it wouldn't work in here. Got too many uneven, different surfaces, you know. Your surfaces are probably pretty even all the way
Yeah,
around.
pretty much so, but like it'll go underneath where the TV is, the TV thingy, and sometimes I have to block it off because it'll go under there and get stuck.
Yeah. My favorite cleaning device, I think that I've always had one when I lived somewhere, and I didn't have one till a while back here. But I said, gee, I don't have one again. Dustbusters. I love the dustbuster.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah. Any little quick cleanup you need, that
Yeah.
dustbuster will do. So it's a good little device. It's a great device. So anyway, we got Andrew Deutsch is here.
Oh.
Andrew,
Hello.
with his unicorn stew or whatever that is.
You don't like unicorn meat? It's delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious. And
If you read the ingredients, man, each cut has something different. It's 100% magic, dreams, wishes, smiles. How could you not like it?
where'd you buy that?
I don't know. Someone gave it to me as a gag gift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That way you can even see, if you look at the different slices, the
Yeah.
different parts, the back tastes like rainbows, and there's
But is
another
it
part tastes
kosher?
like kisses, stars, happiness.
Uh,
It's quite delicious.
yeah. Am I recording this? Yeah, I'm recording this.
Yeah,
I
I hope
hope
so.
not.
Anyway, so that's pretty good. I want to get me some. Is it tasty?
Yeah, it's a little chewy. Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Okay. It doesn't taste like rainbows and
Well, rainbow chickens,
yeah.
chickens that lay golden eggs.
Hello, Jeff. How you doing?
Good. Very good.
And you're up there in Connecticut again,
I am.
and
It's very
you're
nice.
are you going anywhere else soon?
Pretty soon I'm going to go to Delaware.
Delaware. What's in Delaware?
Oh, where else, Ben? Atlanta.
Atlanta. Why Atlanta?
My sister lives
I
there.
thought you said you were going to go see what's her name?
No,
Yeah.
Mandy. Yeah.
no.
I was all over Connecticut last week, Jeff. Where do you live?
What you see? Well, we live in Oxford, which nobody knows where that is.
Oh yeah, I was in West Hartford, Farmington, Uncasville, Westport. I was everywhere.
It went too far.
You never got down here though, right?
No, I would have stopped in and said, "Hey."
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And let me see here. I guess Charlene Souls, I could say, what did you do today? But you don't do anything. Your Roomba does it all.
True.
Do anything the last weekend that was, or last week that was interesting?
I got together with friends I used to work with.
Oh,
We've worked together I've known them for over 40 years, probably.
Wow.
Yeah.
what kind of work did you do?
I worked at Mervyn's, the department store,
Of course.
in the corporate office.
Yeah.
In
I worked
Hayward?
there for over 30 years. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I took a class there once.
So did you retire from that?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
How'd you feel? How long have you been retired now?
Well, it was kind of like a retirement lay you off type of thing. Like the store closed, the whole company closed.
Yeah.
But that was 2008, October 8th, 2008.
Wow, that was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
You've been on the beach a long time.
I wish.
Yeah. So how'd you feel about that? Because
Well, this is a very long story, but I worked there for 30 years, but I was laid off for 3 times. I was laid off after 20 years, and I came back after a year. I worked in a different department. I was there for 6 years.
okay.
And I laid off again, came back to another department, and then the last department I was laid off from when they closed the company.
Okay, so you're used to getting laid off, is what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But did they give you any kind of pension or anything or any kind
A pension, and it was a great place to work. I mean, I have lifelong friends there from there.
How about health care? Did they give that to you?
The healthcare was good at the time, but I got healthcare through my husband's
Oh,
for
okay.
his work now. So
We have our health care through our government.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no, that's part of our. But you know what? What are we paying, Marjorie? Something like $350 a piece a month
For the supplement.
for the supplemental.
Yeah.
That's not terrible. That's
Well,
all
it
right.
will be. It's going to go up if they Don't,
Well,
you know, the
up until July, I was paying almost 1,800
well, you see,
for the two of us.
the
So.
thing is, the Democrats are arguing that they want Medicare not to be touched, and they want Medicaid, what is it?
Medicaid.
Medicaid.
Medicaid not to be stopped.
Yeah.
Okay, which is fine. The only problem is the American public doesn't feel an empathy with that because most people aren't old enough to get Medicare or poor enough to get Medicaid.
No, but it's also Obamacare.
Yeah, it's the subsidies for
Yeah, the
Obamacare.
For everybody
Obamacare
else.
is where they're going to get pissed.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
and the
they're
other
doing
thing
it already.
the other thing the Democrats don't want to be touched are underage boys and girls.
That's right. Why do you think it is that the Republicans don't care about giving Americans health benefits or Social Security or any of those things?
Because they think it's socialism.
Yeah.
And they're lying about it. They're
Yeah,
telling their people that
okay,
that they do.
I'll agree it's socialism. So's the police department.
Yeah.
So's the fire department.
Exactly.
You
And
know,
every senator and representative gets health care and pension for life.
Mhm.
No, they don't.
and by the way, you only have to be in Congress for like one term and you
One
get it
term.
all.
I think that's been debunked. I don't think that's true.
I
Really?
think it is.
Yeah.
I think it
It's
is true.
yeah, but the lie that they tell is, well, if you get the government back open, then we can finally get this healthcare thing fixed. And these people are dumb enough to believe they have a plan, and they don't.
They
They
never
have
had
no
a plan. In Trump's first term, he always said he had a plan, and he never told
2
us
weeks.
what it was.
Concept of a plan.
Huh?
Yeah, in 2
He had a
weeks.
concept of a plan.
Concept of a plan.
They've been eating too
Always
much
2 weeks
unicorn meat.
away.
Yeah. Yeah. Concept of a plan, Donald Trump. And by the way, how's that ceasefire working out for you?
And a
Yeah.
concept of a ceasefire.
Busy posting videos shitting on us.
Fire.
Do you believe that video?
What?
Or that
The
meme of
shit-
him
The shit
dropping
video.
shit? That's unbelievable.
Wait a minute. Say that again.
You didn't see the video
the
of
meme?
Trump putting on a crown, flying a jet, and dropping waste on all of us?
Oh, that's got to be
That's
It's an AI video
He
that he
posted it on
posted.
his own. He posted it on
Right.
his stream.
really.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll
dropping
tell
shit
you,
on
he's
the
got
protesters.
somebody there who really knows how to use AI.
Yeah, and that's
He just
They have a lot of
reposted
it.
it. There's
Yeah.
another one of him putting on a crown and pulling a sword. It's to
Yep.
mock people who. That my favorite meme was if he was a king, he would prevent you from having the rally. And I wrote back, that's interesting because the rally is to prevent him from being able to
Being
do
a
that which he
king.
wants to.
it's like a dog chasing its tail.
Yeah.
Boy, and then how many people they get out for the marches? About
7 million
7
plus.
million.
yeah, a couple of million. Yeah.
He says it was just a couple 100,000 and it's spread out around the.
Did he
Very
really
easy.
say that?
Yeah, they were in Alaska. They had a massive
Yeah.
group of people.
In
In
Utah.
North Dakota had a massive.
And I
rally.
got to tell you, when you get out there to march and your nuts are freezing, that's really not a good thing.
That's why you shouldn't bring pistachios or walnuts out on the protest.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello to Vernon Nunn, most political of all the people here, and he just keeps quiet during the hour. How you doing, Vernon?
I don't know if I'm the most political or not. I'm in the Virginia mountains on vacation, so
Oh, okay.
we're about a stone's throw from West Virginia on the western edge of Virginia's Shenandoah Valley.
Good night, John Boy.
Good night, John Boy.
And what is that on what is your T-shirt?
Oh,
It's weird.
it says
It
how to get an engineer's attention. Okay,
break something, free coffee, and
break
what
some free coffee and say there's got to be a better way to do this.
Oh boy. And of course we got Len LaFrisco, who just got back from vacation. And he's going to be my next travel agent. Because if I want to book a cruise or something like that, you'll do it for me, right?
I will figure out the best thing for you to get. Yes.
Yeah,
I
at
want
the
you
best
guys to
price.
be super comfortable.
We saw a Regent suite on a Regent
Yeah.
Seven Seas.
Yeah.
Is extraordinary.
Sure.
It's right on the front of the ship, right?
Ooh.
You could sing the Titanic song out there. And then the room itself it's about 3 rooms, something like that, and a beautiful shower and a tub, and
Yeah.
you get a butler.
Yeah, I had a butler once. It's unnerving.
Does it come with one of those Epstein massage tables?
Well, I'm just wondering if I can get one named Jeeves. I want that. I want that. But and also they pay for your plane flights.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering how much these suites run.
Too much.
Probably 10,000 to 15,000 a person.
Oh, so 30,000 for Marjorie and I.
Probably.
I would do it just to have that suite.
Well, okay.
You know, how long am I going to live? I need them. I need to spend the money. Why not go full board on something like that?
Yeah,
Lynn
you
wants
got
to be your
nobody to
butler,
leave it
though.
to.
What?
Lynn wants to be your butler.
Oh, Bill wants to be my butler.
I thought Brian Neary was going to be your
Yeah.
butler
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
because he's the one that's out of work.
Yeah. Did anybody to go to any of the marches, by the way?
What?
You did?
Oh, Jeff. All
Oh,
right.
wow.
Hey,
You did,
I did.
Scott?
Yeah.
No, I got to tell you, I have some trouble walking, you know. I mean, I can walk if I have to. I use a cane to make sure I don't fall, you know. But we thought about going to it, and then we went, you know, I had a theory that when I was a young man, I went to every demonstration there was.
We all did.
I even showed up for one that didn't even happen. You know, I mean, did one in Times Square at midnight, and what was it? I got kicked in the shins by a cop. Yeah.
Take him back.
Yeah, right.
You don't do that. No, you don't do that.
Not nowadays.
But we were just demonstrating in Times Square on New Year's Eve. So I've done a lot of that. And I just said to Marjorie, I said, you know, I've come to the feeling that I did all that. Somebody else's turn to do it. You know, I don't feel guilty about not doing it at all. When I did it, I was trying to save lives of American servicemen in Vietnam. You know, and hopefully I did save some lives by doing it. But to go out to this thing would have been difficult for us. So, you know, we were just happy to see it was okay. And I don't think anybody missed us. But you went, Scott, right?
Yeah, it was within walking distance of my house, so I had to
Oh,
go.
wow.
Wait a minute, but you're in what town again? You're in Plano.
Plano. Yeah.
Plano actually had a march?
Yeah.
All over the state.
Oh, really? How
They're
many
everywhere,
people
yeah.
showed up for the Plano march? Well, how many people are in Plano?
There's about 300,000 people in
That's
Plano.
bigger
Oh,
than
okay. So you could probably get 10,000 to show up.
I thought about 1,000, but the news said about 3,000. So I'm not a good
Oh,
estimator.
that's great. How about
Yeah, I thought so.
how about Charlie? You didn't go to one, did you?
No, because it's too far away, and I was too tired from umpiring and crap. So
Yeah.
I just,
So
I watched it.
yeah, how was it though? In
That was great from what I saw. It had to be about 50,000 people down at the Capitol.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, that was big.
Is this video of Trump? What is it? Who wrote that?
That's
Len.
me.
What did you write? What did you just write?
This is that video that we were just talking about that he posted on his social media.
Shitting on it, really.
Can we put it on?
I don't know if you can put it on.
No, I can't play it here, and it would be too much for you. Don't. And I wanted.
I just wanted you to see it. Yeah.
I want to deny that.
Save it for later so you can see
I
it.
mean, how many times does he have to show how much he hates the American people? How little he thinks of us.
Yeah.
And they're saying he says
Oh,
he's
that's
not a king.
absurd. I'm looking at it now.
Wait a minute. You thought about going to the Make Hate America rally?
Ew.
Yeah.
And he's dressed
It's,
as a
liter-
king.
it's literally an airplane spraying shit on the protesters.
That's unbelievable. My God.
Yeah.
It's
And he
so
posted
vulgar
it
and
on
crass,
his,
even for me.
I never had a president use the word fuck.
I
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah.
He uses it all the time now,
Yep.
you know?
Yeah.
And they bleep it, which they don't have to do. If the president says it, you can run it.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's going to come after you for that. Because what you're doing when you bleep him saying that, you're actually altering his statement.
That's right.
So when are they going to stop bleeping it? They don't, let everybody
They,
hear.
did- they,
Of course,
they didn't bleep it on CNN the other day.
yeah, no, you see, they can do it there
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah, cable. Yeah.
cable. If they want to, a lot of places they won't run the word because they just think it's bad. Well, can I just bring up a little topic here? This might not be one that interests you, but what's the difference between saying shit and saying fuck? I'll tell you
They're spelled different.
Fuck is a more useful word
Yeah.
because there's not many things, there's no way you can say, well, listen, go make love to yourself. It doesn't work.
You told someone to go shit themselves?
It is a word that has am I right? It's a word that has its own existence and is very important in the English language and has been a staple of a lot of other languages as well. So,
This is starting to sound like George Carlin, with the
Yeah.
7 words. I mean,
They both originate from the same neighborhood.
Paula, how do you feel about it? Just the fact that our president uses this coarse language.
Who are you asking?
You, Paula.
Oh, yeah, well, you must have seen. I don't know if you saw my face. I'm always amazed at. I don't know why, but at the depths that he will go to.
Yeah.
It's astounding how this is the president of the United States. It's beyond my belief.
Well, yeah, and
There's nothing he won't do. It's just
but
there's no standards whatsoever.
Let me bring something up here. They always say, "Oh, how could he do that?" There might be kids listening, or how could he do that? He's supposed to be an example to youth, right? Well, this guy was when I was growing up, the president was an example to me. And if he's using all this language, I mean, he's just, somebody should, well, nobody's going to call him on it. Forget it. I'm dreaming, but we're getting a little political here, and I don't want to do that with this show.
Yeah, let's talk about something lighter, like extrajudicial killings.
Yeah, all those
This new
drug
battle
smuggling
with
boats from
Colombia.
Venezuela.
Yeah.
Well,
There you go.
the new battle between us and Colombia is quite
Somebody
interesting.
the other day was discussing those boats they're blowing up in Venezuela, and they said, number one, they don't have that many people on them, and they can't get to the United States.
That's what I was thinking. How can they get there across all that in that little boat?
If they're dealing drugs, they're going to some of the islands and delivering them to people.
Yeah.
Okay,
And they're claiming it's part of the
they're not
chain.
coming to the United States to do it.
Okay, good.
Secondly, we don't have any right to do what we're doing.
You don't get to
Not
kill
in international waters.
There's no trial.
Well,
And by the way, one of the boats was from Colombia, and it was a fisherman.
yeah,
Yeah,
really, yeah.
they made this claim. The Dominican Republic said that they recovered cocaine in the water, but it's so far from Dominican. And then all of a sudden we gave money to Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
Now Argentina gets a big cash payout, and they defaulted on, I think it was $130 billion not a few years ago. And now today it was announced that we're going to buy beef from Argentina to lower our beef costs.
Okay, again, I don't want to get political.
Yeah, it's all just smoke, mirrors, and nonsense. And we still haven't seen the Epstein files.
This is
and graft. Don't forget the graft.
Yeah, but this is a president who last week told the press, we're sending CIA operatives for a covert operation.
Yeah, you always do that.
Well, if you say you're sending a covert operation, it's to be covert.
Covert.
He's an idiot.
I hadn't noticed.
You know, you don't think the president of Venezuela is saying, well, let's find that covert operation.
Oh, gosh, just
You know, they've all got spray
Venezuela
on
is such a
cans.
mess.
What? What?
Venezuela is in such bad condition,
You
such
were
a
telling
mess.
us that. Tell us about Venezuela.
Well, I mean, I've been there many times on business. I haven't in the last years, but
You're going to Venezuela for business. What, are you a drug dealer?
no, I'll tell you the story. So there, Owens, Illinois, which is a glass manufacturing company, had bottle plants in Valencia and not from Caracas. And we were selling the packaging machinery that creates the stack of the bottles, and pressurizes it and wraps it in straps so that it can go on a truck to go to a bottling plant. So we sold these it was one of the largest sales I've ever made in my life, a couple $1 million of equipment. And as we finished the installation, Chavez's people took over the plant. They nationalized it and paid 2 cents on the dollar to Owens, Illinois to steal their factory.
Wow.
So my team was there doing the final installation and training when the military showed up and kicked them out and made them go home.
Yeah.
So I had to go down because now that the factory is run by the Venezuelan government, they needed the materials, the strapping, to hold those pallets together. And I sat at a table with Hugo Chavez and and told them that we weren't offering them credit because Owens, Illinois, the American company, was guaranteeing the sales without them in the loop. We raised our prices 10%. And eventually they fired all the engineers because they weren't followers of him. Nobody could run the plant, and it pretty much went down to about 10% of its capacity.
Well, you were there while Hugo Chavez was around.
Yeah.
Well, I think
I met him.
I think they killed him, didn't they? Finally?
No. Well, they claim that the U.S. infected him with cancer.
Oh, okay.
Some sort of a cancer. And by the way, I didn't do that, I swear. But he's just a horrible guy. He was a jerk. And he was by no means a socialist.
Okay, but you haven't been down there. You haven't been down there with the current people.
No, I haven't, not since Maduro's in, no.
Yeah, I'm sure Maduro's probably terrible. South America, they seem to say, who's the worst person we get to run this country? Well, of course.
But the thing, Alex, you got to understand.
So, you know.
So Chavez got votes because he charged like 4 cents a gallon for gasoline, so everybody could drive. When they wanted to, they had 2 time zones, and he made this speech where he combined the two, made Venezuela off by 30 minutes to the rest of the world because the time is the ownership of the people, and this better distributes time among the people.
Yeah.
The power plants were all falling apart because he fired all the engineers that knew how to make them work. So 4 turbines were down to half a turbine working. I mean, they're so desperate, broke, poor. They've got a country that they could grow anything, and people are starving. And we're gonna use them like Hitler used the Jews to have an enemy to try to perpetuate this prick in Washington. There's no reason to fight with Venezuela. They've got nothing. It's like beating up on a kindergartner when you're a high school
what Trump felt is I can overtake him because he became president by false means. I mean, there is the woman who won the Nobel Prize is the woman who actually won the election down there. And she was I don't know if she ever got to election because I think they've chased her out of the country. She hasn't been in hiding for years.
Yeah, it's a complete, but the reality is most of the people in Venezuela would welcome an invader if they didn't try to occupy but fix the country because they're in misery.
Yeah.
It's a horrible situation for the Venezuelan people. But now it turns out that one of the boats we blew up was from Colombia, who's been going after cartels for so long. Colombia, when I used to go down there, was so dangerous. I was almost kidnapped twice by FARC.
Did they really think you were worth a ransom?
Yeah, but they didn't know I wasn't a Colombian. It's a long story. I was in a hotel.
Well, if it's a long story, don't do it.
The short version is that these guys came in armed, and I was standing at the counter of the hotel, and the guy next to me ducked down like this, and I followed suit, and they didn't know that I was a foreigner, and they kidnapped 6 people out of the lobby. But because it was so quick, they didn't see me, and they didn't get me. But Colombia has been...
I'm sure I just got this really deep-seated feeling you're a drug dealer. I just think all these countries.
Ideal in autism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Paula, do anything recently that was interesting?
I'm still reeling from. I don't know, Andrew. Where the hell do you think we're going in this country? You think we're going down the tubes?
I'm getting texted by Giller. Where do I think we're going? I think that if we are able to prevent him from stopping the midterms, we'll be able to stymie him enough that he'll start doing true illegal acts, and he'll be the Supreme Court will have to take him out. If he's able to do all the gerrymandering and deny the elections, we're screwed.
They're screwed.
Well, we're screwed. Well, hell. I'm at that point in my life. Maybe I don't have to be here for the end of this sad drama.
But where would you go though?
6 feet down.
I think he means dead.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I know you were thinking about another country, but like if Canada.
Me? Oh, I got places to
I'm
go.
I'm going to be 86. And I keep worrying about death, but then I say I'm still alive. Most of the other people I know are dead.
Yeah.
You
already won.
And I have a leukemia thing, and that won't kill you. You'll die with it. But the thing is, it does cause other things. Like when I get an infection, it's harder to get rid of it. So, apparently, I would hate to have to say that I died of a urinary tract infection.
Well, you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to say anything.
You could be like George Burns and say, when he says, what does the doctor say about that? He goes, all my doctors are dead.
Yeah, well, urinary tract infection. How do you feel about it? I'm pissed. Oh, to me, I used another piece of language there you shouldn't use. Why do we ever come up with that whole thing of not using those
bad words?
Bad words.
Yeah, bad words. And I'm so worried. It's been all the time that I did radio, I had to skirt around those words.
Yep.
And I had to make sure nobody else said them. But if they did, I had a little button right here that I pushed. And it took 7 seconds out of the show and went back into real time or something. And we had to go to those extent to get this thing off the air and not there. This little piece of equipment ran 10 grand or something like that for the station in the early days. In fact, I was one of the first ones to use a digital form of it, but it was a delay. And what happens is if somebody says a nasty word, you just push a button and it will kill the show for 7 seconds or move you to the current audio. I'll tell you a story. I was the first guy to ever use these. And what happened was it was more like a 3.5 second delay. And if I push the button, it then takes me from the show and gets me into real time. Okay. Now, if you push the button again right then, it wouldn't work because it has to have time to build up 3.5 seconds. Well, there were some people who would call me and knew what was happening and knew how the equipment worked, and they would say a dirty word and they'd say another dirty word right after it. And there was nothing I could do about stopping it. But the extent to which we have gone to try and prevent these words is amazing.
It's getting less and less.
They're just words,
Go to Australia. They use the C word like a period. It's
the C word in
London too.
In London, in England, men say that to men.
Yeah.
And it's not a derogatory term. It's just, they kind of use it as a playful term.
It's almost like us saying pussy. You're a pussy. Whatever.
You can say that.
You're afraid
now to say the C word, weren't you?
Yeah. Well,
They say to each other as a term of endearment, that
they
and the T
do.
word.
We
Yeah.
had friends from Australia visit us, and I couldn't believe how many times a day they used the word.
Oh, down there it's used constantly. Constantly. Yeah. So anyway. Hi,
Just
Marjorie.
the,
The
just the
thing,
words.
the thing about language is that like words are used for a long time, and then they become like the meaning of the words or how people take the words changes.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Like, what's a conservative? Like that would be like anymore, like how can you describe what a conservative is now?
Remember when
Well,
bad meant bad or not
I
good?
don't think the
But
definition of a conservative has ever changed. I think there are people who misuse the term, okay, and call themselves that when they're not really that.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah.
My point is that I mean, if you go back a couple hundred years ago, and Anglo-Saxon words were used very commonly, and now you're not supposed to use them because they're quote unquote dirty words. It's like the
You,
way things go.
you know the one that drives me crazy is when I'm
Mhm.
watching TV and they refer to the opposition as the Democrat Party.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's a good
well, it's
example.
they do that on purpose.
I know they do that on
Yeah,
purpose.
it's to annoy.
We are the Democratic Party.
Well, it's just like the Hate America rallies last Saturday.
Yeah, and the fact that we're going to go in a couple of days down do a little advanced voting at our local area voting place, and we're going to vote for the communist. So, oh boy, it's amazing. We
Well,
have,
and then we just
Hmm?
we just got our ballot here for the November election, and there is one thing on it: Proposition 50. Do we want to redistrict to take care of Texas, or do we not want to? And they have spent $50 million mailing this stuff out and sending it or whatever for one question.
there's no like race between people or anything like that.
Nothing.
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 Wow.
Wow.
At
Well,
least you got a vote.
Yeah, well,
we
this
got
is
to vote.
true.
We didn't get to vote in Texas.
That's true.
right, right.
Yeah, well, we have two issues here in um, the county that I live in Akron, Ohio. I don't even understand. I mean, I'm reasonably intelligent. I don't even understand what I'm supposed to be voting for because it's so obscure. It's meant to confuse you.
Mhm.
That
vote.
I have to go. I'm talking to my local councilman to say, what is this supposed to mean?
Yeah,
Vote for Pedro.
yeah, yeah. I usually, I'm going in to vote for the mayor of New York. Okay.
Mhm.
And I guess there's a sub-mayor or whatever, vice mayor or whatever, and it'll probably be the same party, and I'll probably vote for that person. And then all of a sudden you get all these propositions. I
Right.
don't know any of them, you know. So, or
That's why I like voting by mail because I can go look up online all this stuff and figure out which ones are good.
If you go on the website, you should be able to read what's on your ballot to study before you go.
oh,
They
okay.
have sample ballots on every election website.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I read the sample ballot. I don't
Yeah.
understand what it says.
Yeah, I don't know the actual
It's so obscure, and I'm turned around. I have no idea. I have to go.
40 minutes away from you. You live in a foreign country. I have no idea what's going on in Akron.
Not much.
I know it smells like rubber.
Come on.
Oh boy.
It
So,
used to when I was a kid. You
mhm.
go through Akron, it used to stink, like vulcanizing. All the factories are
Yeah,
closed
well, that's
now.
when the Cuyahoga River was
It was on fire, yeah.
Yeah.
Used to roast
On
marshmallows
fire,
over the
right.
burning sewage.
right.
Best s'mores I ever had.
Yeah.
New Jersey was like that too.
Well, hello to Brian Neary. Brian, how you doing?
There he is.
How you doing?
Good.
Okay.
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine too.
Good.
I'm trying to figure out why I'm only getting sound on one thing here. No, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right.
How was Adrian's first basketball practice?
She did very good. Very good. Yeah. Yeah. She's catching on very quick. Just like dance, she has to know where to go and she's listening. I think yeah, she's going to be very good. I'm really happy.
She is
she's
so grown up, Brian.
yeah.
Her birthday's tomorrow, 10 years old.
Oh
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
Look out.
Well, she's tall. She's tall, right? For her age.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she's actually, she danced for so long, and then she's actually getting a workout now. I mean, during the evaluation, she was ready to pass out. She started almost crying to me, and I said, "You got 15 more minutes. Get back out there and scrimmage." And
What's she
and then
doing now?
she's doing basketball.
Basketball.
God.
Yeah, and it's good because her school where she used to go to since kindergarten, like 4 or 5 of her friends are on that team. So yeah, so it's really perfect situation for her. And I know the coach and I know the assistant coach, like really good situation for her to start.
When we were
Good.
growing up, they never had options like that for girls. Nothing.
No.
Volleyball and bowling.
Yeah, and then Stephanie's in flag football for girls, so it's like, yeah, they just started that a couple years ago, and those girls, man, those girls go at it. Those girls are throwing that ball hard, and they end up on the ground sometimes. Really good.
There is a real thing now going on where girls are starting to want to play a lot of those sports because they see in basketball what they've been able to do, And so why not go and do female, girls football and
The WNBA puts out a very nice product. Those girls are amazing.
yeah.
Games are exciting.
They're still not getting paid the same as
Nope.
the other.
Well, you know what? They sold out the damn arena when we went to the game a couple
When you
weeks
do
ago.
that, that basketball team makes money.
Sure.
If they're not sharing it with them.
Not giving it to the athletes. Yeah.
Yeah, it should go to the athletes. I mean, if the athletes aren't out there playing the game, I guess there's no audience, right?
Right.
No tickets sold. You know what I love? There's an ad on TV, and it's from ESPN saying, where a guy's getting married and his father, who's black, wants to have the talk. We all know in the black culture what the talk is, right? Am I right, Charlie? It's hey, don't do this with cops and be nice to cops and don't make any trouble. Just get out of there alive. All right, that's the talk. But he says, I want to give you the talk, and then he said, well, I don't have time. I'm going to get married, and this woman walks in and gives him a lecture on not betting indiscriminately. So just because you won once doesn't mean you're going to win again.
Yeah.
You say bet responsibly. And then you go over to ESPN, of course, and they run all these betting ads, for these institutions. I don't think that should take the heat off of them. Do you?
I don't.
No.
Professional sports have become all about betting.
My lifetime in broadcasting is the acceptance by TV stations, whatever, television programs, and everything. But for sports betting,
Yeah.
I mean, betting ruins families. It's basically wholesale robbery. And it shouldn't, if I had a radio station, I would turn the ads down. I'd say I'd rather we go out of business than take those ads.
When did that start getting legal? That's recent that it's so widespread.
It is pretty recent, isn't it?
Yeah, the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
But aren't they like working around the system? I mean, they're with online and right. So
Well, what they're doing is it is as easy as picking up your phone to lose $1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lose your house in an afternoon.
At least in the old days, you had to fly to Vegas or you had to go north to an Indian casino.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to do that anymore. And when somebody is a bettor, I'll get to you in a second, Vern. If someone is a bettor, what do they call them?
Gambler.
Addicted gambler. They're gonna lose everything.
Yeah.
Vernon.
I'll tell you something else that bothers me. In some states, I know it is in Kentucky, it used to be illegal for these payday loan companies to exist. Now they're everywhere. Everywhere. We will cash your check now and not deposit it until 2 weeks from now. They loan you the money on an advance paycheck.
Really?
Yeah,
I
And they
I
charge
got
like
one.
30% interest.
Wow.
More. There's
No,
more.
more than that.
Yeah, it's
My
much
30%
deeper
per
than that,
month.
Vernon.
my son got
Wow.
involved with a predatory lender, and he needed $900, and they charged him $100 a week for 2 years.
Oh
The
my
nine hundred
God.
dollars, the $900 cost him 10,000.
Yeah.
His interest
Wow.
rate
That
was
used
his interest rate
that
was
used
two
to
or
be
three
called
hundred
usury.
percent.
It was
They
called
used to call that
usury, and I
usury,
got news
and it
for
was
you.
illegal.
It still is usury, but they're not
It
doing
is.
anything
But the
about
way
it.
they do it is that the loan renews every week with new renewal fees on top of the
Yeah.
interest too. So, but it's payday lending, it's lending against the title of your vehicle.
Yeah.
In the states where they don't do payday lending, they allow that. And the lobbyists for those guys are so powerful. There's it is you're right, Vernon. It's awful. But the voting, not the voting, the sports betting
Yeah.
is so tied to psychological algorithms that they know of people that as you're betting, it's down. You can bet on anything, and every minute they're coming at you to add to your bet
Yeah.
and do different things.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
everything from the coin flip to whether they're going to catch or drop a
Oh, yeah,
ball,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
whether they're going to dump sewage on protesters or not. It's all it's incredible. I've seen people with kids that have been caught in that thing, and they've had to turn off their phones.
If
They
the
just
quarterback is going to
Yeah.
get played or beat his wife tonight, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee.
No,
Yeah.
not even on the
And
sports. Yeah.
and not just betting on sports, but also in-game betting. So during
yes.
the game, you can start
Yeah.
betting like the Warriors will score so or over even in the quarter. I know this
Mhm.
guy when I was working in Lodi, he was gambling all the time whenever I go watch a Warriors game, and that guy's like betting on the second half stuff. You know, it's like
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, wait a minute. And what is the minimum bet you can make?
A buck.
Oh,
A
you
buck?
can make very small bets. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
But it's the volume of the bets. You don't even realize you're
Yeah.
doing it.
Oh,
And they set up, some of them have it set up to where when you get to a certain, it's like the turnpike, you get to a certain level, it replenishes your account right out of
Yeah.
your bank account. So
Yeah.
you have a $25 balance. When you get down to $5, it charges you another $25.
so you don't even
You don't even realize you're losing money.
you don't know how much money. Does it tell you how much money you're
It does,
losing?
but when you're in that groove, it's it's designed to get people who don't have addictive personality addicted to the rhythm. It's the same with the noise and the way slot machines work.
So
It's-
why do we allow this? You know,
because
is
because
stuff
it's freedom.
It's addictive.
They're going to change the word from freedom to free DUMB.
Yeah, well, the thing is that here in New York, we agreed to do it, allow that sports betting. I think maybe a year ago or a year and a half ago, because our governor decided to say, okay, it's all right, you know. And
It's happening anyway. At least you're getting now to be able to tax it, you know?
well, I'm not an addictive gambler, and I'm
Right.
going to try it because I might become an addictive gambler.
Yeah.
All right. Just like I won't try that like I won't try heroin. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I know heroin's probably better for me than gambling.
But
You know, the thought I had was, I remember hearing stories from my mom about living in like a poor neighborhood, and there was always a numbers runner in the neighborhood. So it's kind of like, like it's something that's been with us forever, but now it's like magnified and money is a lot bigger.
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a huge
The check
percentage.
cashing stuff. The check cashing stuff is just being trying to get the poor people, right? I mean, there's no rich guy going, oh, I'm gonna get $10,000 on my next check next week. Can you advance me the money? No, they're going in the poor neighborhoods just like everything else, and just draining that money out is really terrible.
Well, there's another piece of that, Brian. It's the people that can't get bank accounts
Yeah.
have to go to the cash.
Oh yeah,
check
Right,
cashing.
yes,
right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you're not able to bank because you've got a history that the bank won't give you an account, you
Yeah.
have to give up 20-30% of your check to get your check.
Jeez.
We had employees that we found out that were in that cycle. We started paying them in cash with receipts
Yeah.
to help them. And we also created for some of our guys debit cards, the ones that we couldn't pay cash. they would get a debit card with their salary on it, and they could use the debit card to go to an ATM and pull out money or pay at
That's a
our
good
expense.
idea. That's a
Yeah, because
yeah.
you got to, the number one thing in having employees is the respect for the people that work for you. And that's the difference between being a fake conservative and being a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not slaves, they're not indentured servants, they're employees who deserve to
Well,
take home
if
every penny they earn.
if companies truly took care of their people, a lot of things would be solved. I mean, to begin with, every company should offer. See, I used to get health care. I go into a radio station.
Mhm.
I was given a health care plan. It was
Mhm.
part of hey, we have a health care plan here. Come work for us. All right. It was an incentive
Do
to
you
do.
know what the nickname of General Electric was, Alex, before Jack Welch destroyed the company?
No.
But the employees called it Generous Electric
Mhm.
because they had camps where they could go and do things on the weekend for their employees. They had benefits, they had pensions, they had all of these great things. One of the most prosperous, profitable, stable companies in the history of America. And then Jack Welch came in and changed the
Neutron
mindset,
Jack.
And screwed it
Yeah.
up.
destroyed the brand, destroyed the company, sold off. There's a book, the person who destroyed General Electric, I think it's something like that. I've read it.
Yeah.
Just step by step dismantling that company that was so good to its employees.
Well, I remember when I was coming up and I go into a radio station, they would just give me health care. 100%. Hey, you want to go to a doctor? Go to the doctor. It doesn't going to cost you anything. And then all of a sudden, at one point, I went to work at a radio station. I'd been off, not off the air, but not working within a certain area. And I went to work for a new radio station. And they said, "Oh, we have a health plan here. Here's how much it will cost you.
Yeah.
We'll
Mhm.
take it out of your paycheck." I went, "Gee, they don't give it out for nothing anymore. They don't give it as an incentive." And no, they stopped giving it as an incentive. But we have it, and you can be on our health plan.
Well, my understanding is that corporations and businesses started offering health care because they wanted to attract employees.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I mean, it wasn't out of the goodness of their hearts that they started. It was a good business decision because that's how they would attract employees. But I guess that
I think they had three things. They had the health dental plan limited, and what was the third one? They had
Vision.
Probably a pension.
vision. Yeah. And now,
What
Marjorie,
started?
we have to get our dental. It's all in one package. I think we get dental, we get vision, and we get
Probably hearing.
hearing. Right? What?
Yeah.
My understanding is that health
Smartass.
insurance first came about because of negotiations between companies and unions.
Correct.
Unions wanted health care,
Yeah.
had the companies provide health care.
Yeah.
If it
That's
wasn't
how
for the
Kaiser
unions
Permanente-
pushing for it, it would have never happened.
Yeah, but
It's been
I
twisted.
I went to non-union. I worked at non-union radio stations as well as union radio stations, and they all had health care.
But they had to compete.
That's because the
Yeah.
union
But there was no
shops,
union. There was
they were
correct.
competing with the union shops.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
there was no
Look at
union.
Toyota.
No,
Toyota is a non-union shop.
and what I'm saying is, these were stations that didn't have unions.
But now, because of the system, Alex, it's reversed. So employees are afraid to become entrepreneurs, afraid to lose their job, because the moment you do, you no longer have the coverage.
That's right.
So it's a way to force
It's
you
employer based.
Yeah. And you hear all these right wingers talk about the nanny state, and we don't want the government controlling. Well, now the bosses, the doños of the world are the ones who are in control of us, because if you leave the company, you'll be without health insurance.
Yeah.
And by the way, shutting down the Obamacare forces people to stay on their jobs
There's
even
kind
more
of
because they
another
couldn't
form
afford it.
and Brian can spot me on this. A form of slavery in this country for foreign technical people who they would bring into the country. And what was the name of the visa?
H1B. H1B.
Yeah.
H1B.
Okay, so they bring you in on this H-1B, is it? Yeah, they bring you in on that, It means that they're hiring you and you're getting temporary citizen or it's temporary status here
Residency.
because you're somebody that's important to a company. All right. And they do something nobody else does. Am I right? Is that how the thing goes?
Supposed to be, right.
But what it is, it's a form of slavery because they bring you over, okay, and now the guy from the foreign country brings his family over, and they go and they buy a house in Palo Alto, and they settle in, and they're doing their job. And if all of a sudden they want to leave, they have to go back to the country they came from.
Yeah.
And they've settled here, and they got a home here, and they everything. So they will do whatever the company wants them to do so they can keep their job, but they also can't go anywhere else. It's terrible.
Yeah.
You get kicked right out of the country the moment you lose the job. You can't get a job somewhere else without going home first and coming back.
Yeah.
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 But I like that thing that Christy Nome is giving, which you can self-deport yourself. So I'm thinking, the cost of air flights is
Where did he find these people?
Oh, you've seen the ads, haven't you, with her going?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
For yourself, we'll pay for that ticket. Well, I'm going to Monaco. Okay.
Yeah.
I love all the airports that are refusing to play her video blaming the Democrats for the shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's
Christy
more
Nome
airports that
can-
said no than yes.
Christy Nome can go fork herself.
She can't right
Whenever
now.
I see
She's
whenever
too
I
busy
see those
killing
ads,
dogs.
when I see those ads, I'm waiting for the Saturday Night Live will be back after these messages.
Right.
you know?
Yeah. No kidding.
Wow. Well, so everybody happy? Everything going good? Sounds like Brian's life is good.
I still need a job.
Oh, you don't have a job now.
That'll help.
No,
Brian could be your butler on the cruise.
Guess what?
Oh,
Oh, geez.
Oh, geez.
Wait a minute. So they
Yes, their name is change his name to Jeeves though.
so they let you go. Why'd they let you go? They had to.
oh, their board of directors finally said enough of the money lost. You can only focus on one project. So I'm happy to be on that project. So I have limited hours, but still consulting. So, but yeah, they're losing too much money on the test that they're giving to the doctors to use. But they got clearance for over the counter, so they're pushing for over the counter stuff. So I happen to be out cleaning up a bunch of stuff for them. So so I mean, it's nice to be semi-retired, but
I mean,
I need more money.
Are they paying you pretty good for not working, basically?
Yeah, consulting is good money, but it's still I'm looking for another job. So, and I have savings a little bit, so I'm fine. But it's just sort of it'd be nice to have a permanent job.
Maybe you could sell a car.
Marjorie and I are looking for somebody to take care of us during the days. So,
Oh, really? My commute's a little bit long, but
How are your sales skills? Can you say things like, "Would you like fries with that?"
Yeah. Come up here and pour wine with me at a winery. I've been thinking about doing that.
oh yeah, there you go.
Hey, listen, we've run out of time here. Yeah. I just looked at the clock back. We're
Quick
3
hour.
minutes over. Anyway, I just want to thank you all for being here. First of all, the lovely and attractive Andrew Deutsch. Okay. Then there's Jeff Stein. Thank you, Jeff. There is Charlene Solis, who I love and adore.
I
Perhaps
love you too.
Vernon Nunn, who is down there. Where are you? You're where?
We're in the western part of Virginia, Shenandoah Valley.
I see.
He's on Walton Mountain.
Boy.
Yeah, just south of Walton Mountain.
Yeah, I should have you turn your camera out one day and take a look at what it's like.
I thought about sitting out on the deck, but I thought the screen might be washed out by the sun because it's really sunny today.
Yeah. Well, I think if you don't shoot into the sun, you'll be fine, but then you might get the back wall or something, so anyway, thank you so much, Vernon.
Next Monday.
People who take off their time from their vacations to call this show, I always say, thank you very much. If you can. Len hasn't been here for a couple of weeks because he couldn't, you were on ships and they have bad Wi-Fi, even if you pay for the premium.
I wasn't on the ship. I was at a basketball game last weekend, but
okay.
last Monday. But Yeah, no, I've called you from Europe and
Yeah.
cruise ships and
Yeah.
everywhere else. So
Oh, okay. Good. Hey, Paula.
I gotta go.
I know. We're going.
So do we.
Good to see you.
Charlie Wallace, thank you as always. Scott Boddicker, you're a wonderful guy. Marjorie Miller, my wife, I know what's for dinner. And Brian Neary. Thank you for calling, Brian. And finally, we close off with the immortal words of Edward Berger, who says,
That's all, folks.
bye-bye, everybody. Have a nice week. We'll
thank
see you
you,
next
Alex.
week. Bye-bye.